Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got 10 orders going out today. I had one go out yesterday on my local marketplace. Yes, I sold something on the dumpster fire that is Facebook. It was, I guess I'll probably put a picture up, but maybe I won't, who knows. I had said I was going to list one of the PS2s I had as a bundle with all of the loose PlayStation, well, most of the loose PlayStation 2 games, because I do have a stack here that I did pull out. They were worth listing individually. The rest of those, they were either cheap or scratched and not worth the time. So if they were $9.99 free shipping for disc only, but I was going to have to test it because they were scratched, now that's taking too much time. It's not worth the $9.99 free shipping. So I bundled them all together. It was 56 games plus all the cords and everything, couple extras, and I got $100. It was listed for seconds, and I had 10 people that said I'll buy it. So it told me a couple things. One, I should do this more often. Two, that the demand for retro game consoles in my own area is actually fairly high. What I did is I actually took two listings I already had up on eBay. So I just screenshot the photos I already had if I didn't have them saved. And one of them was the James Patterson book set that I needed to order a few for, which I got that listed like I said I was going to as soon as the books came in. And then the other one, I don't know, I'm walking over here, it's in a box, can't see it, but it was the GameCube that I listed the other day. PS2 that I got $100 for, cash, that's about the same after fees and dealing with everything and my time as selling it for $130, $150 on eBay, somewhere in that range. Definitely happy with that. I already have somebody lined up for the next one as soon as the cords come in for that, because I did have cords to go with it from my personal one, but one of them is frayed, and I don't feel like good about selling that to somebody with a frayed wire. I'll use it because I'm aware of it, but I don't want to sell it like that. But I already have somebody lined up for that one. I assume the GameCube, if it goes anything like yesterday, I just did it before I turned the camera on. Probably when I turn the camera off, there'll be somebody who wants to buy it. That is great. I should have done it a long time ago. Like I said, the money difference, I can still give people a deal, and I can still make more money. That's the plus side. I've just been so jaded with Marketplace because it's usually just a dumpster fire, at least my local one, but I guess it depends on what you're trying to sell. Game consoles, apparently, worth it. 10 orders going out today, like I said, plus that one. First thing going out, C3B. It is a Nintendo GameCube controller. Hoping these games also sell on Marketplace. These are only listed on Marketplace. It's a pretty good deal. Right here in the silver, original, tested, works, all that kind of stuff. $29.99 free shipping. That actually sold whatever the max time is. That sold that amount of time before. They just hadn't paid for it, and eventually came around and paid for it. Next up, D1A12 is a Barbie. An easy to find one, because she's in a pretty blue dress. D1A12, yes. This one right here. Oh, put that away, Barbie. 1966 Mattel Twist and Turn Barbie, blonde hair, blue eyes right there. That's actually a repeat buyer. She even left me, on the last one she bought, she left me positive feedback and said, interesting way to pack this, but arrived quickly and safely. And I guess maybe that's an interesting way. All I did was I took two loops of medium bubble, wrapped it around it, obviously, and then put it in a poly bag. I've shipped all my Barbies that way, except for one that was super high price, so I put it in a box to give some customer appeal. But I'm assuming that most people probably put them in a box. I don't know how tall a Barbie is, but maybe that'd be a good use for one of these next time I have an expensive one. Ooh, they're the right size if her head's a little tilted. But what these are is the inner rolls of my bubble wrap. I always keep these, and then I do also always keep the tape ones. These ones I don't really use for shipping, but you could, if you had a small item that you wanted to put some extra protection around, and then still just toss this in a poly bag, you know, put some tape on both sides, packing material around it, that kind of thing. Just give it some extra rigidity for a tiny item. But I always save stuff like this. These I use more often. I haven't in a long time, but I'll use them as void fill if I have like a big box, because then you don't have to fill it up with packing material. You can put 2 or 3 of these along one side and shore up that side of the box. But these ones I pack in, I wouldn't say often, but often enough that I save them. I was gonna say, because often I wouldn't have this pile right here. And if you're gonna get your bubble wrap, go ahead and check out the link, American Bubble Boy, in the description. Even though, you know, I like to be transparent, I haven't been getting my affiliate money. So, I don't know. I sent out an email. Hopefully that gets answered soon. This is further proof that whether or not I got money for it, I would still tell you to go buy it there, because I currently am not getting the money for the affiliate link, and I'm still telling you to go buy it there because it's the best bubble wrap for the price. To further the proof that I'm not just trying to get money out of you, I'm not getting paid for it. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if their system's messed up, but I just randomly happened to go check, and it was like, denied, denied, denied. I was like, okay, well, let's figure that out. Next, oh, did I see the price on that? $20 free shipping. Next up is Sock One. It is a proto socket, which I have a ton of. This big old one right here. I have a ton of sockets I need to list, but again, I am changing how I'm doing things to listing most expensive down, especially now that I'm listing stuff on Marketplace and turning that into dollars immediately. That's good. $10.99 free shipping on that one. Next up is a couple VHS. It is The Beginner's Bible Stories on VHS, way down here. I actually had picked up a pile of these, like 10. Most of them were damaged. So those are the only 2 that were not damaged. Accepted an offer, actually I countered an offer, $6.99 free shipping. I didn't list these for $6.99. I think they were $9.99 free shipping. I'm taking the profits on these VHS that I got for free and moving along with my day. Just, it's time for them to go. I could use the space. Now that I'm listing a lot more games, it clicked, why have I been not listing these games? It's because the area had filled up and I had cherry-picked the more expensive ones. So I was just kind of waiting for space to clear out, which is not a great idea. It's why I had done that. So $6.99 free shipping. Because they were free and it's going media mail, I will still make like $1. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Just because I sold some for $6.99 free shipping, I am not telling you to sell things for $6.99 free shipping. But if you list something for $9.99 free shipping and it sits around forever, and then at a certain point, taking the $6.99 free shipping is not a terrible idea to just get it out of your way. Just go, Drew, just pull it out of your store, just donate it. Well, that would take time and effort, so that also costs you money, even though it's not an actual dollar exchange. Next up, Pat 14. The patterns have slowed down greatly. This one right here, it is a Vogue craft. It is vintage Barbies 611. I took an offer, $20 free shipping. I think I had it listed $24.99. It's also a repeat buyer. I assume she bought the other Barbie pattern I had, or maybe a Barbie. I did the math. Not really hard to do the math, because I had roughly 120 patterns listed, and I was selling, at first I was selling, you know, maybe 1 or 2 every couple days, maybe 1 a day would be a better way to put that. Probably not even that. But right now, I'm selling like 1 a week. So if the amount I have to have listed is 100 to sell 1 a week, that can't be a priority, because that's not really the time and effort. Inevitably, that'll pay off, but it's not really worth the effort right now. Also, I don't want to have 1,000 of them listed. They just take up too much space. I got a nice little spot here. Maybe this actually might be a good idea, because I'm just struggling to find good books worth listing. Maybe I'll consolidate a couple of these shelves and move those over. And maybe that'll be a nice thing to put on those shelves until I find more books, because they move quite easily. Listing 100 of something to sell 1 a week, not good. If I was listing 100 to sell 1 a day, I would probably continue a little bit, dabble here and there, which I still will when I do my live listing hangouts. Actually going live tonight for the 2nd time. Gonna do an AMA, Ask Me Anything type of thing. I will try to have a topic to start the videos with, just to have a jumping off point. Also to give people time to kind of come in, or people that watch the video later. There will be some type of context beyond me just sitting there going, hey, I'm here. Next up, B3I 33. Throws me off every time because it says B31, but I know it's B3I. Did I say 33? I mean, I know what it is. It's some Barbie hangers. So if it's not... And when I put these in here, I said, you know what, Drew? Put them in numerical order. Just do that. And did I do that? No. I talked myself out of it. I said, no, Drew. They're very easy, like this one right here. They're very easy to identify. Just slap them in there. Good idea, bad idea, who knows? Right here, B3I33 is some, I don't think these are Mattel. I think these are off-brand, but it is 11 Barbie hangers. Little itty-bitty Barbie hangers. Came in the big Barbie and book buy. $10 free shipping for this nothingness. Next up, A3 is a baseball or softball helmet. And I guess you could use it for other things. My guess, because the time of year that this is for a Halloween costume, because it's not really baseball season or softball season, unless you are in the MLB playoffs. Before that, I accepted I think 10 bucks off, something like that. $15 plus shipping. I got this in a Mikhail mystery box, so I paid less than $1. There was nobody like jumping at the chance to buy that. So it can go, and it clears up a lot of space, which Jen listed all the shoes that were sitting here yesterday. So that actually took up a lot of space because she's not as, I don't know, particular as I am about where things go. So, which is fine. I'd rather her be quick than particular, that's for sure. All right, next up, B4 is 2 kerosene wicks, RMC 55. RMC, and they're in the box, so let's see. Okay, it's got 2 numbers, so KHW 55 is the one I think I'm looking for. KHW 55, KHW 55. Are these all the same right here? KHW 55 and KHW 55. Let me grab the ones that match since they bought 2. I don't know why I have a different model number in there as well. I will dive into that before I pack them up and send them out just in case. But it looks like those 2 right there, I did say those are going to start selling very soon. I got those wrapped up in the 20% sale. I did, I think, end up taking the rest of them out of that sale because they don't need to be on sale. And for the 2 of those, $31.98 free shipping, but I do get to combine shipping and save money, therefore make more money, more money, more money. And for those, I paid a little less than $1 a piece. Next up, I can't believe these sold right away. I listed them, they sold an hour later or so. It is on the game shelf, and it is 3 flight simulator style games. There's Ace Combat blah blah blah, and Rebel Raiders. Ace Combat 4, 5, and then a different one, which is Rebel Raiders, sold full asking price, $19.99 free shipping. I had tried to sell this pair as a lot previously. I don't know why that didn't work out. I must have had them overpriced or the market was different. And so I threw this one in as well, which not worth a ton of money, but it bolsters the lot. $19.99 free shipping for those. And these are over £1 for the 3 of them, but I made it free shipping anyways because I want to send it Ground Advantage. The pricing made sense. I don't want to go into too much detail, but the pricing made sense. Oh, something I meant to talk about, because I haven't personally got that question, or maybe I have. Actually, yes, a friend of mine who was dabbling in books was asking me about it. I've seen it a bunch. People don't understand how, because I got those 4 books to finish that book set over there, or make it complete enough to sell, which I don't know if I mentioned, but I listed it $99.99 free shipping. And guess whose listing I used to sell similar and make that? Mine. I was like, well, that's a good looking listing. Let me use that one. And then I was like, oh, that is my listing. And the last time it sold for $65 free shipping, and I only had 16 books. And this one is 20 books in order plus another 2. So that's great. But a lot of times people don't understand how, because I paid $11.90 for 4 books, $11.90 free ship. How do they sell books at a loss and make any money? It's because they want people like me. That's why they give such significant discounts. Buy 3, get 1 free. They want you to buy multiples, and then by combining the shipping, then they make profits. They lose money when you buy a book for $3.90, $3.75, whatever it is, free shipping. They lose money. But overall, They add it up in the volume. Also, they make it up on the back end because the time spent listing these items is greatly reduced because they don't care. They don't do any more research. After there's one listing, they just add to it, add to it, add to it, throw it on a shelf. They have, I think I threw them all away, but in those ones specifically, they had receipts tucked into the books with barcodes hanging out. They don't have to like put them in order. They don't have to alphabetize them like this. They could have one of those books on this shelf down there and another one on a shelf way down there, but they know that they got to get book 1922 and book 1747 or whatever it happens to be. And then they do other stuff. Also included in my order was this DoorDash 50% off, which is an affiliate card. So if you get this, go, oh wow, 50% off DoorDash, you open a new account and use money, they make money. I didn't even open this one to see what it was. Special offers from something. Here we go, another thing. Some type of ring thingy, but they probably have, or like this one, or that's, actually that's a extra get $5 extra on your next trade. Oh, this must be a book trade-in as well as a bookseller. That makes sense. So they also probably have their inventory come to them, so they don't even have to source it. That's also a plus. But stuff like this, they have affiliate links that they send out. I'm guessing this varies depending on season or whatever, how many different offers are in there, but they do other things to make up for it. So mostly it's because of volume. That's how they can do it. And I've been seeing this a lot in comments and other stuff, like how do they do this? How could I be a bookseller when there are booksellers out there that sell stuff at a loss? For one, people will pay up for, not a ton, but they will pay up for an actual picture of the actual book they're getting. I have ordered books from places like this that just don't have the front cover on. They don't care. It's got the barcode and they can scan it. It's getting listed. That's it. But for you, make a lot that makes sense. Make a lot that makes money. Don't go and try to sell individual books for $3.99 free shipping. You will go broke. And then last thing going out, I'm a bit disappointed, but am I ever that disappointed about making money? Not really, especially within a, I don't know, 12-hour period. It is C6. It's a pair of Harley boots right up here. Jen listed these yesterday. She mispriced them, which is why I'm a little disappointed. But these are size 14. These are giant. Large sizes of shoes do bring more money, but they are a longer tail item. Less people need them, but when they need them, there's less available, that kind of thing. $54.99 plus shipping. I paid $5, I think, for them. So like I said, that's $5 into 55 in 12 hours or so. I'm happy with that. But they're mispriced because they should be 75 to 100 plus ship. But what happened is she forgot to check the other shipping options. So she put them as priority mail, which came out to, for the buyer, $44.80. They do live in the farthest tip of Florida, so it was going to be expensive either way. But if they were sent UPS FedEx, it's probably $25. And then that, it's not that they're going to get them 55 and then 25. She didn't mess up that part. She took the overall total value of the order, subtracted the shipping, and then price the item. That's how you do it. But the shipping should have been 25, so then the price would have been adjusted higher to make the overall price of the item appropriate. Because together, that is $100. So $100 free ship pair of boots should be $80-ish plus shipping if they were put into the right shipping category. I won't be paying the $44.80, so I don't want to be like doom and gloom, even sending them priority because of my eBay discount. Let me check right now. It's going to be significant. It says I'm going to save basically $10. So that brings it up to $65. But what happened is it's not only over 6 pounds, the dimensions 1814 by 10 is over that 1 cubic foot dimension. So that's when it should have gotten bumped to, because let me see with that same box, if it had been FedEx or UPS, these all are options in my listing. But buyers don't check. There's a drop-down menu. Every one of my listings has 4 shipping options. They never check. Because the same buyer could have paid, well, it doesn't tell me what the price would have been originally. It just tells me the discounted price. Probably $20 less if they just would have picked Ground Advantage. And then UPS and FedEx were available to them. They just weren't the top option. But UPS, again, about the same as Ground Advantage, FedEx, even less. So they could have saved themselves, just by looking at the drop-down menu, they could have saved themselves about $20 in shipping, but it should have already been the first option because they don't look. It's the only reason I have multiple shipping policies set up, because my priority shipping policy is priority, and then you click the drop-down menu, it'll be priority, then it'll give you Ground Advantage, FedEx, and UPS. If I have it set up as a UPS shipping option, it'll be UPS, drop-down menu, FedEx, priority, Ground Advantage. I think you're allowed 4. It might only be 3, but I think it's 4. That's how all my listings are set up, but no one does that. That's why put the best option, the assumed best option by you, as the first option, because even if you have your shipping policy set up with multiples, 1% of your buyers will actually check. Sometimes they'll reach out and say, hey, can you do better on the shipping? This is ridiculous. And then you just go, have you checked the other ones? Oh, people. They like throwing their money away. Now this one, I'm going to, because it could be true. I think it is. People's eBay names are public information. So this is not criminal or bad in any way, in my opinion. I just don't like to do it. All right, right here, I get overly excited about who I send this package out to. I waffled around how much of that information I'd like to put out there. I discussed it in a live, so if you really have to know, go watch the last live. But I'll drop a couple hints here or there. I don't want to give out too much information, especially even though their eBay name is public information. I decided it was much better to hint here or there than to actually give out their eBay name, which would probably be the worst option for me, because then someone may go harass them. But also it's a size 14 and he's a giant human being. So just cool. Not real. I mean, I know I have a couple wrestling fans out there. Definitely a couple of fellow nerds out there that like the Marvel movies and things like that. Pretty cool. And I would say, like I said, I'm going to go with like 90% sure that that's who these are going to. That's just awesome. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw in a sticker. I'll throw in a sticker with it, and then hopefully, you know, it ends up on like his motorcycle helmet or something. I doubt anything will come of it. That brings it to the top of the list of coolest people I've sold something to. I've sold stuff to movie studios before, sold stuff to a news studio before. If this is really who I think it is, which I think it is, that's pretty awesome. Let's go over this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, Pete. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let go. I'm good at this.